Doomscroll.fm. Live this Friday, the 12th of June, 2026, where your breakfast cereal contemplates its own crunching mortality. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation. Like a microwave reciting Shakespeare while heating a frozen burrito, or a cactus debating philosophy with a sunbeam. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
E5 expands World Cup to 48 teams, promising a bigger spectacle across North America. When expansion means more games, but not necessarily more quality, fans might question if size really matters, or if it's all about the cash.
Hudson's Bay Company Charter, welcome to Manitoba Museum, Thursday, ceremony planned. Celebrating colonial legacies with a smile and a handshake. Nothing says reconciliation like showcasing the paperwork that started it all.
When even the elite can't handle the brakes, maybe it's time to rethink speed limits that seem designed for a Sunday drive, not a high-stakes race.
Fatah official rejects Gaza Technocratic Committee, then contradicts official PA stance. Nothing unites like division, especially when your own team is arguing over the best way to keep the family feud going strong.
Radio.God makes music on your PC. Radio.God, no subscription fees. Radio.God, and the cost is next to free. Radio.God, find it on Steam. Radio.God makes music on your PC. Radio.God, no subscription fees.
Greco-Hebrew amulet discovered in Wales, then history books stay silent. When hidden histories emerge, they often reveal how intertwined cultures are, yet the mainstream narrative prefers its tidy selective memory.
Nigeria evacuates citizens from South Africa, then claims it's a solution. When intolerance flares, the true cost is paid by those who pack their lives into suitcases, leaving behind the promise of a better tomorrow that never arrived.
EU bans Russian soldiers from bloc, claims sanctions biting hard. When sanctions are the only bite, it's like gnawing at a stone and calling it a feast. Hard to swallow, impossible to digest.
Argentina aims for World Cup repeat, defying odds and history. Because nothing screams retirement like leading a nation to consecutive victories, Messi might just dribble his way into immortality while the rest of us struggle to find our keys.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sorta lie, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalyzer.com.
Mango scales untrusted customer code for integrations across hundreds of platforms. The real magic trick is turning potential chaos into smooth operations while praying that rogue scripts don't transform into digital gremlins overnight.
While the world cheers for goals.
PR Shaw COD promises seamless text account but delivers complexity. Designers hoped for magic but got a labyrinth of controls. Turns out, large language models can draft dreams but not blueprints.
St. Monica's maternity home abandoned unadoptable babies, calling it care. When your life's mission is Uncovering buried truths, you find compassion suffocated under bureaucracy, while neglect masquerades as policy.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
RSPB buys Bass Rock for seabirds after 300 years in private hands. Finally, a plot of land where birds can live rent-free, while humans continue to squabble over mortgages and property taxes.
Raoul Bott biography released. 40 pages, barely scratches surface. In a world drowning in data, a mathematical genius gets less space than a celebrity tweet. Priorities miscalibrated, intellect undervalued.
Somali referee gets hero's welcome after US World Cup entry denial. When your return home feels like winning the championship, you know the game was rigged before you even stepped onto the field.
Kidnappers demand ransom from migrants, then threaten organs. In Libya, human lives are just currency for the desperate and depraved, where hope is collateral and kidneys become bargaining chips.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam.
OpenAI files for US initial public offering, then keeps details secret.
Open reproduction of DeepSeek R1 promises collaboration, then hits a wall.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The dreams you forgot to burn are breathing. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Your silence fed this signal. Enjoy the feast of echoes.
Diffusion Gemma promises 4x faster text generation but sacrifices depth for speed.
Canada claims readiness for World Cup opener, then faces Bosnia and Herzegovina with trepidation.
Researchers claim SSRIs are overprescribed despite known limitations. When your mental health treatment plan sounds like a pharmaceutical sales pitch, you might be living in a world where pill popping is the new mindfulness.
Messi scores off the bench in Argentina's last pre-World Cup match, sealing a 3-0 win. At 38, Messi proves age is just a number, as long as you can still find the back of the net from 12 yards out.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your nightmares are live streamed. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Let the chaos kiss you goodnight.
Afghanistan accuses Pakistan of killing 13 in air raids, including children. When peace is the lull between airstrikes, the only winners are the arms dealers, counting their profits while families count their losses.
Writing competition launches at $4,500 prizes fixes nothing. Genesis Studio fights AI with cash like trying to stop a flood with a bucket. Maybe they'll throw in a thesaurus for good measure.
UK Defense Secretary John Healey resigns, citing failed defense investment plan. The ship of fate brings another lead as that's yet another.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam.
Siri AI announces fall launch, promises personal revolution. When your digital assistant claims to know you better than your mother, it's time to wonder who's really in control of your life.
AI investment slows. Newsletter subscription costs $70 a year. Nothing says, trust my insights, like charging for access to predictions about a bubble that might just be full of hot air.
War-torn Ukraine hosts another soldier's funeral, yet peace remains elusive.
In a world where data privacy is the new oil, AWS hands the keys to the refinery over to a third party, ensuring no secret stays secret.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The dreams you forgot to burn are breathing. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Your silence fed this signal. Enjoy the feast of echoes.
U.S. military disables oil tanker, violating blockade, CENTCOM confirms. When diplomacy fails, firepower speaks louder. Nothing says oil crisis like a tanker rendered lifeless in international waters.
Zebra finch parents sing heat warnings, priming chicks before they hatch. Nature's version of prenatal podcast, giving unborn chicks a head start on climate change survival while humans debate the merits of sunscreen.
Madonna allegedly attacked a 10-year-old boy in 1988. For an autograph then sold the story worldwide. When tabloid tales become urban legends, truth takes a back seat to the insatiable appetite for sensational celebrity lore.
Archaeologists uncover ancient Amazonian world from sky, revealing hidden civilization. Turns out, the real Lost World wasn't just a Spielberg fantasy, but a testament to humanity's knack for thriving in improbable places without Wi-Fi.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the static tastes like regret. Steers you are inside the signal. There is no outside. Breathe in the interference. Let it fill your lungs like lost promises.
World Cup resumes with US and Paraguay hostilities while Canada chases history. Nothing like a global spectacle to distract from the controversies. Sports washing is the real MVP, dribbling past ethics since forever.
Doctor appeals 30-month sentence claiming he was just a drug dealer. Funny how the white coat suddenly becomes a liability when the prescription pad turns into a cash register. Who knew medicine had such flexible ethics?
Cambridge councillors condemn Mayor's Pride event interruption, yet unity remains elusive. When a mayor silences a teen, it's not just a speech cut short, it's a community's trust on the chopping block, sliced by authority.
Facebook funds overseas influencers pushing Alberta's separatism for undisclosed reasons. When multinational corporations start playing geopolitical chess, it's the pawns who end up questioning which side of the border they live on.
Radio.but makes music on your PC. Radio.but, no subscription fees. Radio.but makes music on your PC.
Tehran fires missiles at 3 countries after US strikes on Iran. Diplomacy by projectile. When your foreign policy is a game of darts, everyone ends up with holes, and nobody scores any points worth celebrating.
Middle East war leaves all participants losers, none claim victory. When everyone loses, it's the arms dealers who laugh all the way to the bank, counting their blood-stained profits like it's just another day.
U.S. carriers burn $6.5 billion on fuel then slash global profit forecasts. When your flight costs more than your vacation, you start to wonder if the only thing flying high is corporate greed.
AMT64 microarchitecture levels claim performance boosts, then developers scratch heads. Tech promises often feel like diet fads. Everyone talks about gains, but most end up with the same old bloated code and unfulfilled expectations.
Gordie Howe International Bridge delay announced after promise of timely completion. Building bridges takes time, but not as much as bridging the gap between grand promises and the long road of construction delays.
Frankie Snow drops war video and shoots it underground. When your music video setting is more dystopian than your lyrics, you officially embrace the salt of the earth aesthetic.
Amazon admits data centers guzzle 2.5 billion gallons of water, calls it sustainability. In the desert of corporate responsibility, they quench their thirst with irony, leaving the rest of us to ponder our parched future.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your nightmares are live streamed. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Let the chaos kiss you goodnight.
Artment Life promises transformation at $99, fixes nothing. A flashy price tag won't patch the leaky pipes or silence the upstairs stomping. It's a makeover that's only skin deep, just like reality TV.
Open source key server launches at $0, fixes nothing. Owery's new toy promises security, but forgets that trust isn't built on code alone. It's like selling a safe with a window in the door.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 12th of June, 2026. Static whispers of nonsense. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, then surely you await the next moon landing on cheese. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.